Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, The Great Net Adventure. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. Cats are curious creatures. Everyone knows that. But my cats, apparently, have taken this natural curiosity to a whole new level. They have developed a very special relationship with an object that was never intended to be their toy. A net. Yes, a simple net. The kind you might use to cover things, hang around the balcony, or even keep objects in place. To them, however, it is not just a net. It is a magical playground, a puzzling maze, and sometimes, unfortunately, a dangerous trap. Every day, when the net is out, my cat's eyes light up as if they are about to embark on the most thrilling adventure of their lives. They leap onto it, paw at it, roll inside it, and occasionally even wrestle each other for the right to play with it first. The sound of their paws thumping against the net and their tails swishing in excitement has become part of the soundtrack of my home. At first, I thought it was just a passing phase. Surely, I told myself, they'll get bored of this in a few days. But weeks later, the obsession only grew stronger. For them, the net is not just entertainment. It is their own personal jungle gym. And like all great adventures, it comes with its own challenges. As much as my cats adore the net does not always adore them back. In fact, it often decides to fight back in the most mischievous way possible, by trapping them. One minute, my cats are running through it like tiny athletes on a field, and the next minute, they're caught in an awkward tangle, frozen in place with a "how did this happen?" expression on their little faces. There's something comical about the way they react when they realize they're stuck. First comes the dramatic pause, as if they're trying to process the betrayal of their beloved toy. Then comes the squirming, the wriggling, and the frantic tail fluffing that makes them look like oversized squirrels. Sometimes, one of them will meow loudly, almost as if calling for backup. Other times, they remain perfectly silent, staring at me with wide, helpless eyes as if to say, "Human, you've trained for this moment. Do your duty." And of course I do. I gently untangle their paws, carefully free their whiskers, and rescue them from the trap of their own making. It has almost become a daily ritual. Cats versus net. Cats lose, human intervenes. I like to think of myself as their personal firefighter, always ready to swoop in during emergencies. The funny thing is, once they're free, they don't learn their lesson. Oh no, not at all. They don't run away from the net, terrified by the near catastrophe. Instead, they dive straight back in, eager for round two. Sometimes, I watch them and wonder if they secretly enjoy getting stuck, just for the attention that comes afterward. Over time, I've realized that this whole net saga is more than just comedy. It's also strangely relatable. My cats remind me that life, too, is full of nets. We throw ourselves into something exciting, only to find ourselves tangled in challenges we didn't anticipate. Sometimes we panic. Sometimes we struggle. And often, we need a little help from someone who cares about us to get back on our feet. Watching my cats wrestle with the net has taught me patience, empathy, and even resilience. No matter how many times they get caught, they never give up their love for the game. To them, the joy of playing is worth the occasional inconvenience of being stuck. And honestly, that's a lesson I think all of us could use. Life isn't about avoiding nets altogether. It's about being brave enough to leap into them, knowing that even if we get tangled, we can find a way out. In the end, my cats and their net are a reminder that joy often comes with a little chaos. Things won't always be neat, safe, or predictable, but they can still be fun, meaningful, and full of laughter. And if all else fails, at least I know I'll always have a good story to tell. The story of how my silly, adorable cats turned an ordinary net into the stage for their greatest adventures. In many ways, the playful chaos of my cats and their net mirrors the ups and downs of modern life. Just like the cats who jump eagerly into the net without thinking of the consequences, we often dive headfirst into new projects, relationships, or ambitions with great enthusiasm. Along the way, we sometimes get stuck in challenges, unexpected problems, setbacks, or even our own mistakes. It's easy to feel frustrated or embarrassed when this happens, but my cats remind me that being tangled is not the end of the story. They never give up. Instead, they wait for help or wriggle free, then return to play with the same joy as before. In today's fast-paced world, this is a lesson in resilience and perspective. We don't have to fear failure or avoid risks altogether. Instead, we should embrace opportunities, knowing that mistakes are part of growth. And when we do get stuck, it's important to accept support from others rather than struggling alone. Modern life can feel like a complicated net, but with patience, courage, and a willingness to laugh at our own missteps, we can turn every challenge into a meaningful part of our journey.